So previously we have obtained the ES complex value. So next step is to just simplify or to solve these brackets. So first step is what? We just try to multiply by this denominator terms on the right hand side, that is S into this ES, that is S into ES plus Km into ES, okay, is equals to this. We have just multiplied by this S to the inside of the bracket, that is S into E0 minus E0 into I into S divided by this Ki plus I plus ES into, okay, here plus sign should be there, that is ES into I upon I plus Ki into S, okay. So again there is this denominator terms are there, so in order to simplification we just try to multiply by this denominator terms on the all the remaining terms, okay. So that is what Ki into S into S, Ki into S into S plus I into this, again this same term, that is I into S into ES, okay, plus Km into Ki into ES plus this Km into I into ES, okay, is equals to this E0 into S into Ki plus E0 into S into I minus this term will remain as it is, okay. So here we see this, that common terms are there, like, okay, so here E0 into S, okay, here, and this term is common one, okay, because this is equal sign, so one is on the right hand side and one is on the left hand side, so that is ES into S into I, this is ES into I into S, okay, same term is there, so that term will get cancelled out. Then next one is the here, okay, E0 into S into I minus E0 into S into I, so this term is also getting cancelled, okay. So overall we have been left with only 4 terms. So based upon that 4 terms we can just simplify the value of ES as what? Ki into E0 into S divided by Ki into S plus Ki into Km plus Km into I. So in this equation we can see that there is what? E0, so initial concentration of enzyme which is known to us, into concentration of substrate which is also known to us, then there are like various dissociation constant and Michaelis-Menten constant is there, and this concentration of inhibitor is also known to us, okay. So all the values are known to us, so we can obtain the value of this enzyme substrate complex, okay. So now we can substitute this value of ES into our rate law. So because of the formation of this product is depending upon what? The concentration of this ES complex, so we can say that this concentration of ES complex is depending upon overall rate of reaction. So the rate of reaction is K2 into ES. So just simply substitute the value of ES from the above equation, that is Ki into E0 into S divided by Ki into S plus Ki into Km plus Km into I. But this K2 into E0 is what? K2 into E0 is nothing but Vmax. So instead of this K2 into E0 we just simply substitute Vmax, so the remaining equation will remain as it is, okay. So the remaining equation will remain as it is. So standard form of this Michaelis-Menten equation is what? Or the, okay, double reciprocal equation is 1 upon R, okay, is equals to 1 upon R is equals to Ki upon S divided by this term, that is Vmax into Ki into S plus Ki upon Km divided by whole this term, that is Ki upon Km into Vmax into Ki into S plus Km upon I, sorry, Km into I divided by again same this term, okay, that is Vmax into Ki into S. So here we see this SS get cancelled, okay, this Ki get cancelled, and okay, other terms will remain as it is, okay, this Ki also get cancelled. So we have been left with what? 1 upon Vmax, okay, this term, plus here 1 upon S is there, 1 upon S is there, so we have just taken that 1 upon S common, here into what, Km upon Vmax plus Km upon Vmax into I upon Ki. So what was the standard equation of this double reciprocal plot or the Lineweaver-Burk plot? That was what, 1 upon R is equals to 1 upon Vmax plus Km upon Vmax into 1 by S. Okay, so that was the our standard equation. Okay, so in that standard equation we are getting some extra term here due to this competitive inhibition. Okay, so due to this extra term, what will happen? So the slope of overall reaction will changes. Okay, because this is the slope of our reaction. So we are expecting that what, the y-intercept, that is 1 upon Vmax, will be same as that of the enzyme catalysis, but due to this competitive inhibition there is a change in slope of the given reaction. Okay, so there are we are considering the different three types of cases in which I3 is greater than, that is the concentration of various enzyme, that is I3 is greater than I2 is greater than I1. So overall we can say that this equation indicate that the graph of 1 upon R versus 1 upon S should be linear with slope, which is what, slope is Km upon Vmax plus Km upon Vmax into I upon Ki. This is the extra factor, and the y-intercept is constant, that is what, 1 upon Vmax here, 1 upon Vmax. So for the different concentration of the inhibitor, the family of lines are obtained with varying what, slope of different values. Okay, and the slope value is depending upon what, this concentration of inhibitor. So this is all about the competitive inhibition. Okay, so overall this competitive inhibition is what, so in competitive inhibition we can say that this y-intercept remains same, x-intercept changes as well as slope will changes. Okay, so the question might be like, you have been given the various equation and you just try to identify the slope of the competitive or non-competitive inhibition, or you might be given question as if the concentration of inhibitor is changes, then which of the following will change. Okay, so the which constant will going to change, that also you need to tell. Okay, so that type of question might be asked in the your MCQ based exam. Okay, and in theory based exam you might be ask the simple derivation of this competitive type of or the competitive inhibition mechanism. Okay, so this is all about our competitive inhibition. So next is the uncompetitive inhibition. So we'll try to see this uncompetitive inhibition in the next lecture. Okay.